So what is up, everybody? Man, we've been doing all kinds of videos lately, Q&A type style videos, all kinds of stuff. We're back to the theories, and now everybody wants to know what's going on with the post office. Let's go. So we're back, here we are, yet again, let's go. It's the post office. People want to know what's going on with Pete and Pelly and Phyllis, and I think I might have some ideas. I have two ideas floating around in my head, and essentially, the post office has been this staple in Animal Crossing games since the very beginning. You know, when you played the original Animal Crossing game on the GameCube, you went to this post office during the day and at night, and it was like, Pelly was kind of the nice one that you would go to, and you would kind of like spend time in the post office. You would talk to her. She would tell you how the town was doing, what the people were saying about the town, if they liked the town, if they didn't like the town. So it would tell you to, like, hey, you might need to pull weeds and whatever it might be. And then Phyllis was a little bit more grouchy at nights, you know, whatever, it is what it is. And then Pete, you would see him occasionally delivering mail to you and such, but there was this love triangle going on. And that was the story, that was the underlying tone of the post office. You had Phyllis and Pelly that both were in love with Pete, and just this cool stuff, these little subplots that tend to always happen in these Animal Crossing games. Even with the Able sisters, they have a subplot going through, and then Tortimer, and then Tom Nook, obviously, and who's the Nookling's kids or parent or mother, whatever, you know, like, you have all this stuff going on, and the post office was no different. The post office had this thing going on, and it leads us down this storyline of, you know, where exactly are we going with New Horizons? You have this situation where we know that we can mail letters out of the airport, right? So right off Jump Street, you go, okay, there's less need for a post office now because you're basically putting all your mail through the airport. Okay, weird, but fine. We have mailboxes, so how does the mail get delivered to us? We don't know that yet because we haven't seen anything that would lead to believe to go like, hey, there is a post office. And then you go, well, hey, what about all the standings and how things work with the post office? You know, like, hey, what's my rating? Do people like the town? Do they like what's going on? Do I need to pick up weeds? Do I have, like, what's going on here? That basically gets run by Isabelle when you build the town hall. The minute town hall comes in, it splits in half. The right side is Isabelle, and she's handling all the tasks that were typically handled by Pelly and Phyllis. And then the left side is Tom Nook, and he's handling all the residential stuff, like people moving in and what's going on. So I have two ideas here. All right, I have two theories floating in my head, and I just don't know which it could be, if even at all. So the first theory I have is, once you do the town hall and you get this thing upgraded, I believe there is an opportunity to potentially upgrade a third time. So you have the residence tent, you upgrade, right, well, a second time. So you upgrade to the town hall, and then perhaps you can upgrade one more time. When you upgrade one more time, it moves Tom Nook out of town hall, because the Nooklings are basically off running Nook and Go and Nookingtons and whatever you get that to be built up to, right? But Tom Nook, I believe, leaves and starts Nook Homes. This will be the expansion that he does, in my mind, and then that would take essentially Isabelle over and put Isabelle in the Tom Nook place. So when you move her over to the Tom Nook place, she's basically coming to you going, hey, new resident wants to move in, where you want to put him at? And then she becomes your secretary again of some sorts. Like, if she takes on that role, and then we get the post office back on the right side, and that's where you go, where you can mail your letters and stuff. And maybe there's different stationery between the post office and the airport. I don't know. And as I say this stuff out loud, my mind starts to go, could this be? Could this be a thing? Or could these three characters just become retired again? Now, we've seen a lot of characters that we don't know about here, right? There's a laundry list of characters that we have no idea what is happening with them. I can't see Pelly and Phyllis and Pete just showing up in the town square. Like, there's no reason for them to show up there. So that then leads me to believe that like maybe they're gone. Maybe Phyllis and Pelly are gone, and Pete, I would think that his one mainstay would possibly be to deliver our DLC. So if we get a special package from Nintendo, like a special monthly package that comes from Nintendo, that would be something that perhaps Pete would deliver, like he did in New Leaf. Like he would deliver your DLC packages to your house. So when Nintendo would put out a special item or a special letter from Nintendo, Pete would be the one to deliver it to you. And if your mailbox was full and he needed to deliver mail, he would kind of wander outside your house like,
bro, you want to empty this thing? Like today, I got packages. You're holding me up from delivering the rest of my pack. Get your damn mailbox empty, bro. Come on. Like, what are we doing around here? I got packages delivered, and you're over here playing games. You're over here picking flowers and stuff, and you ain't emptying the stupid mailbox. Today, bro. Come on.
I mean, that's what I hear when I read his text. I'm sure he doesn't sound like that, but who knows? So that's the only thing that I could figure. I figure the one of the two things. The third fate, which is probably the way I really truly believe, is they're gone. There is nothing for them in New Horizons. And that is crushing. Because here's the thing. When you've played Animal Crossing from the GameCube days, you fall in love with these characters. And you would love to think that they're going to carry on and move on. But it's this weird vibe I got lately with this game as we see more and we hear more and we hear less about the characters that we love. It just makes me go like, man, is Nintendo pulling way back on this? Like, are they just eliminating characters? I mean, I would love to see them go, hey, you know what? We're going to let you build a post office. And there they are. They're just all there. And all the duties that they typically have are there. So you can either go talk to Pelly or you can go talk to Isabelle, but they're there. You can either go mail letters at the airport or you can go over there. But I just don't see them double dipping like that, per se. So sadly, I have a feeling they're either going to take on new jobs or they're gone. And I think the only one that remains in my heart is Pete. I think that Phyllis and Pelly are gone from this game. That's what my heart's telling me. But it could be one of the three. It could be that they're completely gone. It could be that, hey man, Pete is the one that's here and he's delivering packages for you, which I think that's probably the more likely scenario, that the girls are gone and Pete sticks around to deliver packages, because I can't really see them having Pelly or Phyllis deliver packages. I just don't know. You've never seen them outside, other than when they do go to the Roost to buy coffee and stuff, but other than that, you don't really ever see them outside of the post office. So it's going to be interesting to see, more or less. But I think the first scenario where you get Nook Homes, and as much as I would love for that to be the thing, to like Pelly move in and take over for Isabelle, and Isabelle take over for Tom Nook, and Tom Nook goes off and starts Nook Homes with Lottie and with Lyle and Digby, like that would be my heart. I would love for that to happen, because again, I just named three other characters and we don't know what's going on with those three. We don't know what's going on with Lottie, we don't know what's going on with Lyle, and we don't know what's going on with Digby. And really, you bring in Isabelle, it'd be a shame to not have her brother Digby, right? It's craziness. It really is. And it makes me wonder, like, what exactly is Nintendo's game plan here and where are they going with all this? It's hard to say. So I got to ask you guys, what do you think about this theory? Which do you think it is? Do you think it's any of them? Do you have your own theory? Let me know in the comments down below. I would appreciate that, because, man, this is the one that I'm truly stumped on. This is the one that, like, is near and dear to my heart, that I really want something to come out of, but I just have no idea what it could potentially be, other than the doom and gloom, which I'm really afraid to talk about, and I don't want to talk about. And I just did talk about it, so you have that. Other than that, thank you guys for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please slap the like button down below. Share it with all your friends. If you're not a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button. Tap the bell so you know what's going on around here. Please follow me Instagram, Twitter, and on Twitch at Nintendo Gurus. If you do it over Twitch, you get entered to win a free Nintendo Switch, the Animal Crossing edition. One lucky winner is going to get it on the 13th, so get over there and go do that. That is all. Peace out, Preston.